Hi, I'm Shara. Dr. Vicente Reyes. Dr. Vicente Chua Reyes Jr. has a distinguished academic background and extensive experience in educational leadership. He completed his doctoral studies at the University of New England in Australia, focusing on public policy, governance, and leadership. He also holds a master's degree in educational administration from the University of New South Wales and a bachelor's degree in political science from the University of the Philippines. Dr. Reyes is an associate professor at the University of Queensland School of Education and an honorary associate professor at the University of Nottingham's Centre for Research in Educational Leadership and Management, a program director for the Certificate in Educational Studies in Leadership. Dr. Reyes has been pivotal in encouraging Filipino educational leaders to embrace technology and engage in culturally appropriate and context-responsive transformational. His work focuses on building leadership capacity among school leaders to implement effective educational reforms. He has worked in various countries including the Philippines, Singapore, Indonesia, and Australia, and has collaborated with multiple international organizations such as UNESCO, ACES Aid, and the Asian Development Bank. In addition to his academic roles, Dr. Reyes is actively involved in consultancy and research collaborations with international organizations, including UNESCO and the Asian Development Bank. He has also engaged with educational bodies and teachers, unions in the Philippines and Australia, contributing to significant policy dialogues and educational transformations. He has edited and authored numerous publications, such as The PISA Effect on Global Educational Governance, Educational Research in the Age of the Anthropocene, and Case Studies on International NGO Collaborations in Education. His work often explores the intersection of education policy and political dynamics, addressing issues like corruption, disinfectional bureaucracy, and policy implementations in various ASEAN countries. Through his roles in academia and various public service positions, Dr. Reyes has served as a mentor to many students and young professionals. His guidance and leadership help cultivate the next generation of leaders and innovators who can continue to drive positive change in their communities. Dr. Reyes has established himself as a distinguished educator, having held positions at various prestigious institutions. His commitment to advancing educational standards and fostering innovative teaching methods serves as a model for aspiring educators. Dr. Carmela C. Oracion. She is currently over 40 years old. Although specific details about her exact age and birth date are not readily available, Dr. Oracion's educational background includes a degree in mathematics from Ateneo de Manila University and a doctorate in education through a dual program from Nanyang Technological University in Singapore and the University of London, Berkeley Center. Also, she attended elementary and high school at St. Teresa's College in Cebu, Philippines. This institution provided her foundational education before she went on to further her studies at Ateneo de Manila University. Dr. Carmela C. Aracion is a prominent figure in the field of educational leadership in the Philippines. She serves as a managing director of the Ateneo Center for Educational Development, or ACED, and is also the assistant to the university president for basic education at Ateneo de Manila University. Her career in education began with teaching mathematics at Ateneo High School, where she later served as principal from 1998 to 2006. Her most significant contributions are through her leadership at ACED, or Ateneo Center for Educational Development, where she focuses on improving public schools across the Philippines. This initiative aims to empower school leaders and teachers through comprehensive training programs, addressing critical issues such as teacher development, school leadership, and overall school improvement. As part of the Ateneo Center for Educational Development, Dr. Aracion has been instrumental in spearheading transformational action projects that involve teachers, students, parents, and communities. These projects have impact and improved student literacy and numeracy and training teachers in educational technology and research practices. As an educational leader, Dr. Aracion prioritizes the quality of teaching and learning. She works closely with teachers to develop effective instructional strategies and ensures that professional development is a continuous process.
Dr. Fee A. Hidalgo. Dr. Fee A. Hidalgo had a distinguished educational background that underpinned her impactful career in the Philippine education system. Bachelor's degree in education, Dr. Hidalgo obtained her undergraduate degree in education, laying the foundation for her career in the educational sector. Master's degree in education. She furthered her studies with a master's degree focusing on educational management and administration. Doctorate in education. Dr. Hidalgo earned a PhD in education, emphasizing her commitment to advancing her knowledge and expertise in the field. She earned her doctorate in philosophy from Macquarie University in Australia, which equipped her with a robust foundation in educational research and leadership. A former Undersecretary of the Department of Education, Fee Hidalgo is known for her work in improving basic education in the Philippines. She has been instrumental in the development and implementation of various educational policies aimed at enhancing the quality of education in the country. Dr. Fee A. Hidalgo was a prominent figure in the field of education in the Philippines. She dedicated her career to improving the quality of education, starting as an elementary school teacher in Batanes in 1956 and eventually rising to serve as the officer in charge, Secretary of the Department of Education in 2005. Dr. Hidalgo also played a pivotal role in educational leadership and reform. She was a founding director of the National Educators Academy of the Philippines in 1994, which aimed to enhance the professional development of educators across the country. Her extensive career included various key positions and memberships in educational and governmental organizations. This included her role as Deputy Project Director for the Third Elementary Education Project, or TEEP, and her involvement with the National Economic and Development Authority, or NEDA, and the World Council on Curriculum and Instruction, or WCCI. Her academic journey also included extensive training and professional development in the Philippines and abroad, which complemented her roles as a lecturer in prestigious institutions such as the University of Santo Tomas and Ateneo de Manila University. These roles allowed her to influence and shape future educators, reinforcing her commitment to improving educational standards in the Philippines. She contributed to the Knowledge Channel Foundation's learning effectively through Enhanced and Evidence-Based Pedagogies or LEEP program, which focused on teacher training and development or Knowledge Channel Foundation. Dr. Hidalgo emphasized the importance of research and data in shaping educational policies. She advocates for evidence-based strategies to address challenges in the education system. Dr. Alfredo Pascual. Dr. Alfredo E. Pascual has a notable educational and professional background. Undergraduate education. Dr. Pascual earned his Bachelor of Science in Chemistry from the University of the Philippines, Diliman. Graduate education. He completed his Master of Business Administration or MBA from the same university. Additionally, he attended various advanced management programs abroad, including at the Harvard Business School. His career spans various fields including finance, education, and corporate governance. As the former president of the University of the Philippines, Dr. Pascual has been influential in modernizing the university's administration and academic programs. His leadership focused on promoting research and innovation, as well as enhancing the university's role in national development. Pascual served as the 20th President of the University of the Philippines or UP system from 2011 to 2017. Before his rule at UP, Pascual had an extensive career in banking and corporate governance. He worked with an Asian Development Bank and held leadership positions in various organizations, including the Institute of Corporate Directors and the Management Association of the Philippines, or Department of Trade and Industry. He implemented the EUP project to integrate the university's information systems, enhancing administrative efficacy and academic support. Pascual served as the 20th President of the University of the Philippines UP system from 2011 to 2017. During his tenure, he initiated several key projects and reforms. One of his significant achievements was the creation of over 801 UP professorial chairs and faculty grants to support and recognize faculty excellence in research, teaching, and public service. He also successfully increased government funding for UP, significantly improving its financial resources and infrastructure. This included securing around 12 billion for modernizing UP's campuses and upgrading the Philippine General Hospital's facilities. Pascual's leadership extended to building partnership and securing major donations for UP, such as the land and building for the UP Bonifacio Global City campus and other key infrastructure projects. His tenure saw numerous reforms aimed at improving the university's infrastructure, research output, and global standing. He championed the modernization of university facilities, increased research funding, and international collaborations, positioning UP as a leading research university in Asia. Pascual is known for his clear and transparent communication style. Whether in academic settings or corporate boardrooms, he communicates effectively, ensuring that his vision and objectives are well understood. Dr. Patricia Liquanan. She holds a master's degree in psychology from Cornell University and a PhD in social psychology from Pennsylvania State University. Dr. Patricia Liquanan is a distinguished Filipino educator and psychologist known for her significant contributions to higher education in the Philippines. A former chairperson of the Commission on Higher Education, Dr. Liquanan played a crucial role in higher education reforms. Her initiatives focus on improving the quality of higher education institutions and ensuring access to quality education for all Filipinos. Dr. Liquanan has held significant academic and administrative roles, including being the chair of the Department of Psychology and the academic vice president at Ateneo de Manila University. She also served as the president of Miriam College, focusing on social justice, gender equality, and environmental sustainability. She has played leadership roles in the women's movement, both nationally and internationally, serving as chair of the National Commission on the Role of Filipino Women and the United Nations Commission on the Status of Women, as well as NGO networks in the Asia and Pacific region. At the United Nations Fourth World Conference on Women held in Beijing, China in 1995, she led the negotiations on the Beijing Declaration and Platform for Action, the most comprehensive and progressive global blueprint for women's rights and empowerment. She has Philippine Minister of Higher Education from 2010 to 2018. Dr. Patricia B. Liquanan is a renowned social psychologist and educator with extensive experience in educational leadership and gender advocacy. As a chairperson of the Commission on Higher Education in the Philippines, Dr. Liquanan led initiatives to enhance the quality and accessibility of higher education, including the development of the Philippine Qualifications Framework and support for centers of excellence and development. She has been involved in various educational reforms, such as aligning curricula with K-12 standards and improving the country's higher education system to meet international benchmarks. Her contributions extend beyond academia into gender advocacy. Dr. Liquanan was instrumental in launching the Philippine Development Plan for Women and has held leadership positions in various women's organizations, including the United Nations Commission on the Status of Women. She emphasized the importance of educational reform to enhance the quality of education and align it with global standards. Notably, she was a strong advocate for the K-12 educational system, which aimed to provide students with more comprehensive and preparatory education before entering higher education or the workforce. Liquanan's leadership style is characterized by her commitment to equity and quality in education. She worked on leveling the playing field between public and private educational institutions, ensuring that opportunities for quality educations were available to all students regardless of their socio-economic status.